Hi there, this is a Hyperdoc template that I want to share out. And this is just a quick video on how to edit this. This isn't a traditional slides presentation by any means. Most of the time when you go on the internet and you search for Hyperdocs, you'll find Google Docs and you'll find Google Slides. But what ends up happening is students can manipulate these pretty easy and mess them up. How I have this one set up is these are items that are not movable. And so I'm going to show you quickly how you can edit and customize this template to fit your needs. What I do have in here is based off of the Hyperdocs handbook from Lisa Highfill. And what it does is it goes through some steps that you may want to consider when you are designing digital learning experiences. You're going to want to have opportunities to engage the students, have the students explore, give an explanation of the assignment, have them apply the learning, have them share it out, give them time to reflect, and then provide extension activities. And this is a good recipe, a good formula for things that you may want to consider you want to add in your digital lessons. That does not mean you have to add every single one, but you should try to add multiple of these elements. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk a little bit about how you actually make this semi-permanent. So how I go about doing that is I go to Slide and Edit Master. And when I do that, then I'm able to see this dark region. This dark region just shows the master slides, and this allows me to customize. It's really intended so that way you can create your own custom theme, but I like to use this capability in order to make things semi-permanent. So when I add things in here, so as you can see now I can edit this, I can change this. When I add text in here, or if I delete this text, so that way I can put my own. And what ends up happening is it changes over here in regular Google Slides, and it is permanent. And all I did was click in the white space. I'll go back to that. Slide, Edit, Master. So get in the practice of that too. Slide, Edit, Master. Here's Slide, Edit, Master. And then when you want to get back to regular Google Slides, you click over here on the left, and you're back in business. So I'm going to go back to Edit Master, and I'm going to undo that step because I want to keep my directions in there for those that use this template. All right. So anything that you put in here, if I were to put in a shape, or a text box, or an image. Let's say I want this to be about plants and plant parts. And what I could do is I could include a picture of a plant directly in any of these layouts here. And when it's there, then what ends up happening is it shows up in the regular Google Slides as unmovable. So when I go to edit the master and I remove this item, it's now no longer in here. Let's say if there is an element you don't even want to use, all you have to do is remove the item just by clicking on the slide. It's no longer there. And when I hit the down arrow, if I absolutely wanted that, I could bring it back at any time. Right here in these layouts, I can hit this down arrow and bring it back. And I can organize it exactly where I want to place it. Okay, I'll give you another example. Let's say I need more apply opportunities and not just one. I'll show you a sample. Here I have several different opportunities, and the students cannot move these items. They can click here, and they can move. Actually, I have this set up that they can drag and drop these items because I just put a bunch of copies of those. And so they can't move these items, but they can click in these boxes and type directly in them. So what I did was I went to Slide and Edit Master, and in Slide and Edit Master, I just duplicated this layout repeatedly. I made one, and then I duplicated the layout like so. So now I have apply 1.1 and apply 1, and I can rename these at any time. I could say that this is apply 3 or 4. I could have made it whatever I wanted to. And so now I have multiple applies and I have multiple layouts. But you'll notice if I change this, I'm just going to put a picture or a shape on it real quick. Let me do that. There you go. There's a shape, so that way you identify it. You'll notice it isn't in my Google Slides presentation. And that's because it's in this layout. When I hit this down arrow and I choose the layout, you'll see that that one is located right here. And then I can add it to the slide presentation for the students to use, and it is not movable. Okay, I'm going to remove that. I'm going to remove the layout too because I don't want to mess up this entire slides presentation. Let me delete that. I just right click on it and I can hit delete and it's gone. That's a little bit about how to edit a slide master and utilize this Hyperdoc specifically. Again, use it as you wish and manipulate it as you wish. And I hope that you find more success in having things somewhat permanent.